What's up, guys? I'm Laura from Reading in Bed. Today is Friday, December 16th, so I will be revealing story number 16 in this beautiful thing, the short story advent calendar. I'm doing these videos every day until Christmas, so thanks for coming back, or if this is your first time here, welcome. And I think I'm going to dedicate today's video to the big-haired bookworm, because I've got some big hair going on today, nothing approaching her glory, of course, but I'll link her down below. She's a lot of fun. And well, it's Friday, so we can do a little bit of Friday reads before we get into the stories. I may have mentioned that I am only doing rereads in December, and actually, I think all of October, of November too. But anyways, this is my reread at the moment. This is After Claude by Iris Owens, and I actually read this for the first time not that long ago, just in the spring, maybe even the summer. So, so far I've been rereading things that I read years and years ago. This is the first sort of recent reread I've done. But this book is so funny, and it's just as funny the second time around. And it's one of those books that's just so packed with jokes and references and strange things that you can take more from it each time you read. So even though I read it probably in the last 6 months or so, it's just as entertaining. If you've read A Confederacy of Dunces, I would describe this as sort of the female version of it, although it should be the other way around. Ignatius J. Reilly should be the male version of Harriet in this book, because this book was published first. This book was published in the 70s, and although A Confederacy of Dunces was written in the 60s, maybe, it wasn't published till 1980, so this came first. And it's just as hilarious. I would recommend this to everybody. It's super, super vulgar, though, just to warn you. So that is my Friday reads. I'm just reading the one. So let's talk about the stories. Oh, and the kids aren't with me today because they're watching Pokemon. We're taking the day off. We've got doctor's appointments and stuff to do later. They're not really in the middle of anything right now, though. So this is yesterday's story from the short story advent calendar number 15. Called Mine Is His Heart by Jedediah Barry. This was a weird story. So I thought that Deep Wells USA was a weird story. This one is far weirder in that with Deep Wells USA, hope I'm getting the title of that right, eventually I figured out what the author was trying to do, and it sort of made sense even though it was very absurd. With this, it's a story about robots, I think. Like I read the thing, 15 pages or so, and I still don't really know what it was about or why. Yeah, I don't know. I can't really say it's good or bad because I don't think I understood it. So that's that. Let's move on to today's story. Maybe we'll have some better luck. So this is number 16. So we've got some buttons in the artwork. I'm actually not spoiled, even though I'm filming this at like almost 10 in the morning. So I have no idea what this is. This is The Heaviest Dress by Morel Silkoff. Name sounds familiar, but let's see what... Okay, yes, she is the author of the story collection Chez l'Arabe, which I think I own. Yes, I do. I can see it on my bookshelf right now. Maybe I'll go pull it down in a sec. But she's got a very lengthy bio here. That's the one that she is known for. So she's Canadian. She lives in Toronto. This is a longer story, about 20 pages. And let's just read the first paragraph and see what this might be about. If you were a regular Jew, just a garden variety Jewish girl on the Hasidic Passover bus that ran between New York City and Montreal for the holiday season, you were okay. You were allowed, as long as you wore long sleeves and a long skirt. The bus cost $10. I wore the black layered sackcloth dress I'd made for my Draping Studio 1 midterm, a tent-like shroud sewn up at the last minute, and nothing like the princess-waisted peplum gown I'd planned at the beginning of the semester. The bus was packed because it was the day before Passover Eve. A wigged woman next to me looked at my outfit. Are you in mourning? Soon I will be, I said. Okay, so this sounds interesting and sounds a little more conventional than the last story, so I think that bodes well. I'm not really in the mood for super experimental stuff, I don't think. So I'm going to go read this. I've got about an hour or so till I have to take the kids to the doctor. I am actually going to finish After Claude today because I only have like 40 pages left, 50 pages, and it's a pretty quick read. So that means I get to pick a new book today. And because I'm only doing rereads, that kind of narrows it down. I'll just show you two contenders, which I just like very randomly kind of picked off my shelf of books that I've already read. This is The Girl's Guide to Hunting and Fishing, which is a chick lit title back when people said chick lit and could say so unironically because it was a thing. And I, you know, this is another one, like, who knows if I actually read it. I probably owned it for 20 years and, you know, maybe I've read it, maybe I haven't. It was supposed to be sort of like the new Bridget Jones's Diary or something like that. And I feel like this author was really hyped at the time and then just didn't really go anywhere. Like, I don't even know if she's written another book. So that's kind of interesting. I may dip into this. And then the other one I just kind of randomly pulled down is North and South. Now, that would give me a nice excuse to rewatch the miniseries, which is really would be the main reason to read it. I definitely did read this, and I liked it okay. I ended up reading Cranford after that and loved Cranford, so it kind of makes me want to revisit this, which is probably Elizabeth Gaskell's best known book, and just see if I like it better now that I've read more of her stuff. So those are my two options. I mean, I have many more, so who knows? I may pick one of those, I may not. Yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. I'll tell you about today's story. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.